Wait, I think we miscalculated the intro time.
Where's Frank?
I don't know. Hey everyone, welcome to Firefall Live. My name is Brandon, aka Brandflakes.
And I'm Sarah, aka Zebus.
And we're missing Frank right now. So, yeah. Oh, do you hear that? I think he's getting coffee.
That's what it sounds like. Frank, you couldn't wait?
Well, I think that's our fault for messing up the timing. There he is. Frank!
Hey,
Frank.
start the show. Let's
We're
go.
live.
Roll bumper. We ready?
We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
Good job, Frank.
Well.
That's odd. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Firefall Live. I'm Frank Lettieri, a.k.a. Feta Pez. And welcome to Firefall Live. We are very excited about today's show. Did we already go through the intro?
No, we haven't got that far.
Well, there we go. So I'm very excited about today's show. Finally, we can talk about things.
Finally have things to talk about. Yay!
And not even like a lot of things yet.
But it's not a lot of things, but it's a lot of things.
It's a lot, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we're saying so much in such a small blog, actually. It's just crazy. But how are you guys doing today, Brandon?
Good. This is the show we've been waiting for like a month.
know.
Yeah.
Since the week after I started, we talked about this and we set this date. So I can't believe it's finally here.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
How you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing well. I'm tired. Accomplished a lot this week.
Yeah.
Everyone did.
Yeah, it's been a
So-
crazy week.
Finally ready to talk about things. Yay!
Yay! So, very exciting announcement. Starting today, I'm growing my Path to Lunch beard.
Oh,
I'm not
Oh.
Whoa!
Big
This is an
announcement.
exclusive. This is the first time I've heard of this.
Yes, this is exclusive. I haven't told anyone about this yet.
Breaking.
Breaking news.
So I'm gonna look like I'm gonna look really scruffy by the time this is all over.
Wow.
but Let's do it.
Interesting.
So one thing before we get into the big news, right? Let's get some stuff like events that are going out of the way first. So we have we announced our LGV and glider race first.
That's gonna be fun.
I think today you're doing one.
Yeah, so we introduced a oceanic time zone, so a time slot. So that will be tonight, Friday, really late my time, but really it's in the afternoon, like oceanic, Australia,
Oh wow,
Asia
so that's
time.
like what, like 11 to 10, 11 o'clock
Yeah, I think
for you?
so, right around then, which is great because it gets even more players to come in. A lot of Australians are like, I'm sleeping during the time you're doing it. I'm like, you know what? Let's do it Friday night. Let's do another time slot. And then you're hosting a time slot on Saturday. And
I said,
JB
give me the Euros.
Give us the Euros.
I want the Euros.
And then JB Will is hosting the
That's right.
North American time slot.
Yeah, so that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We've done races like that before. So another thing, we just had our invitational. So this is relating to the big news. We had our invitational last weekend.
Oh, wow.
So good. Like, so many people have come by. Soli, Raijin, Nero, the Jade, Craze One, like all those guys, Jash, I can't even name them all right now.
We had almost 100 players,
Yeah.
not only existing veterans, but people who never played Firefall before, which was really awesome for them to be able to check out the build. And we got some really great feedback. And actually, I won't share too many details on the percentage, but a very high percentage of the new players not only said they're going to join us at launch to play, but tell their friends to play too.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, and most of the, pretty much most of the vets, right?
Yes.
And we're talking about like founders, guys that are old school. They're part of the first closed beta stuff.
People who aren't even playing anymore, they said, this is what's going to make me reinstall.
Yes.
Right? That's
So,
huge.
That's huge.
It's very exciting. Maybe we may not be doing everything perfectly, but there's at least like we're trying to cut the deal breakers out. We're trying to make it enjoyable for everybody.
And we're going to be starting our PTS testing soon. Actually,
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive. Later today, so today's Friday, June 6th, later today, in the late afternoon Pacific time, probably around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., I'll make a post in the news and announcements forums. We are going to activate the button that you can press to express interest in joining us. So,
Yes!
Let
and
it
then
begin.
yeah, and then the testing for that will start in the next couple weeks once we've got time to go through and choose our first set of participants, and we'll be growing it each week.
Yeah.
So more and more people will be coming in. So watch for that announcement in the news and announcements forum later today. Don't have to worry. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to be asleep at that time, so I can't press the button.
Yeah,
it's not based on time.
Yeah,
So-
we're not going to pick we're not going to pick the people today. Like, we're not going
Yeah.
to run the selection process. It's just starting the sign up, and then I think we're gonna allow you some time before we actually start notifying people that that we selected them.
And we'll notify them. They'll get more information, including the date and times for when the test starts. And then we'll be adding more and more people. Those people will be under NDA, so they won't even be able to talk about it or anything like that. But we will be starting registrations today, where you can basically click a button and say, I'm interested in joining, and then we'll go through and start approving those people, and they'll get the next steps.
Yeah.
So, it's starting. It's happening.
Well, Matt Vid brings up a good point. It's pretty funny. It is the beta.
Yeah.
The thing is we do need a lot of external testing on this, and we can't just push it into beta because it will break. It will decimate
Yeah.
beta.
I think we're calling it delta testing.
Oh God.
We're coining the term delta test. So it's gonna be cool. I'm really
I did
excited.
not sign up for this. But so path to launch.
Yeah.
Blog number 1.
Numero uno.
We talked about progression. So for the longest time, people have been talking about a progression system, how we put those resource walls in there, and that was used to slow people down because people were gaining XP too fast or were migrating XP over. So we put those in, and people have been seeing it for the longest time, and we really wanted to stick with it and see if we could make it work. But I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, we did a lot of soul searching. You know, we want to make the best choice for the game. We want to do what's going to be the best thing for the game long term in terms of getting players in and it being fun. So we sat down and we had a good hard look at it, and we're like, you know what? For progressing, going to feel progressed really, and in the system that's currently in beta, you have to go out, earn XP, and then get resources, get Crystite, come back, go to your garage, press the unlock button, and then you've unlocked constraints, but now you have to make something and then equip that, and now you feel your progression. We felt that it's just so. It's just so far in between the gratification of I'm doing what I should be doing and I'm getting rewarded.
Yeah.
And that and permanent breakage going away.
Yes, I know a lot of you are excited about no more permanent breakage.
Yeah.
I know when we first talked about that, the invitational, the existing players went through a few things. Everyone's all cheering and clapping.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yes. Yeah. Along with that, just we looked at it and we looked at the feedback coming in over the permanent breakage, and in all seriousness, we were just we'd rather have people be happy and enjoying their items and enjoying their gear than have this. So it's just going to be it's going to be better just because you don't have to go out there and there's not that constant worry about my gears breaking. Because really, when I talk to a lot of people, I talk to Crazy Jeremy or other people, a whole bunch of guys. It's just I was doing this, and they're explaining how they're playing the game to me and some of the pain points, but the thing that always sticks out is and I lost 10% durability.
Right? Yeah, that stings.
That's in your head every time something happens. Since we've had it, people were watching, literally just watching the bar go down.
Yeah. And
it's honestly, the system works. It's not a broken system. It's a good system. I still think it can work. It's just not perceived very well.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, if you're watching that bar more than you're paying attention to how much fun you're having playing, a lot's lost there. So I can appreciate everyone being happy for not having breakage. That's the thing is, we're going into a system. No system that we went through is perfect, but we're going through one that we think that we can make fun.
Right.
And that's pretty much what it is at the end of the day.
And it seems like a lot of the players think that as well. And we're sure you have questions, so hang on to them. We're going to be doing live call-ins for live Q&A. In addition, not only are we doing the sneak peek today, So stay tuned for that. But giveaways. We're doing giveaways
Yep,
today.
we have rocket
More rocket
giveaways,
gear.
more rocket stuff. But before that, so another thing in the blog, we announced visual progression.
Yeah.
We've been talking about that for a year and a half, and finally got it in.
Yeah.
So let's show them the tiger claw, right? No, the tiger claw. That's the fire cat. It's okay.
There we go.
There we go. So we all know what the tiger claw looks like, right? This is what the tiger claw looks like. Your first visual upgrade looks like this. It's coming. There we go.
Ooh.
Looks a little different, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You look a little different. Then we got our second tiger claw. Here we
Yeah.
just
You can see it
beefing up,
bulking up.
beefing up.
Mhm.
And then your final form.
Aw.
Your final form.
I want that.
Yes. Yeah, the tiger claw looks pretty beastly. So does the fire cat. Let's have a look at the fire cat now, really quick.
Oh yeah.
Enhance. So base fire cat. We all know what our beloved fire cat looks like. Sarah's beloved fire cat.
Uh-huh.
Here's what you look like at your first visual progression level.
Ooh.
And then your second
Yes.
looks pretty awesome. And then your final form. What a
So-
beast.
So good. And there's nothing better than walking around like town, just like, I'm looking good.
So we're actually going to show off. I heard that not all of the visual progression's done yet. A lot of it's placeholder, but I think after the show later on today, I'll start a poll and of the ones that are finished, which I think are all of them except Recon. We'll have you guys vote to see which frame set do you want to see next week. We'll show off the visual progression.
Ooh, nice. Fun. More things to look forward to.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's cool. Like we've been talking about this for a long time. I'm really, really excited about that. There was a question that on the forums I'll just answer right now about the Arsenal, and what happens with the Arsenal and its visual upgrades when you have the Arsenal chassis and the Arsenal reactor that you got from the Accord tokens, I think they're in the Accord tokens. Those will override any visual upgrade. So if you equip those items, that will override your visual upgrade.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah. So really, really exciting stuffs. I mean,
And we're just scratching the surface.
we are just scratching the surface.
On new stuff.
We have a lot to talk about still. We're getting the systems out of the way first.
Yep.
Because we also have content to talk about.
Oh, yes.
We know that people are talking about the systems now, and we wanted to get this stuff out of the way so we can talk about the content afterwards. And we do have content to talk about with this update, not stuff that, and you'll see this shortly after. We're talking about stuff that you will see with this update, so it's not just a systems patch.
And this update is launch. So we've announced that.
He said
so
it. He said it, not me.
This next update, it's in our blog. It's right in there. So
Our blog said it, not me.
We're really excited about that. But yeah, there's a lot more questions when it comes to systems-wise.
Yeah.
Whereas when it comes to the content, you're going to just want to get out there and play it and experience it.
Right.
We don't want to give all the story away and things like that, so there'll be more oohs and ahs where the systems are like, okay, well, I've got these questions about it. So we want to be able to get through those and then lay on all the content.
Right, and we'll be able to talk about how and then once you see the systems that we're going to be going in with, then you get to visualize. Then when you see the content, you get to visualize how that works with the systems in place. So it all helps. But for now, I believe through all of our hints, we weren't unlocking a sneak peek. We were going to give the sneak peek today anyway.
Yep.
So people might have a lot of questions about the systems. Why don't we use the sneak peek as our break?
Nice.
Quick break today.
So here it is.
Here
what
it
you've
is.
been waiting for. The sneak peek of an upcoming zone.
All right, so yeah, you guys probably guessed it. It was a. They're all saying like it's Dredge. Like, I know.
Dredge confirmed. And the important thing that I said before, it was a sneak peek at an upcoming zone, not the upcoming zone, and that is all I'm gonna say.
Well, I mean, we have spoken about Diamond Head in the past, so that is also an upcoming zone. But yeah, and as you can see, there's a lot of theorization about how Dredge is going to look. Is it a campaign or whatever? Hopefully that last shot answered some questions for you. We'll just leave it at that.
Yep. Go back. We'll have it in the recap. You can go back and watch it as many times as you'd like.
But in the meantime, why don't we take some TeamSpeak calls?
Yeah.
And, well, you know what? We haven't done our first giveaway yet.
Oh, giveaway.
Which one's up first?
Headset.
Headset. The culo.
The culo.
The culo.
Keyword, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what the keyword is.
Candy.
No, Dredge.
It's Dredge. Damn
it. Keyword Dredge. Type it in. And we'll pick a winner. Culo. I don't know.
You have a mic, you can talk. They can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all those dredges.
All them dredges.
All them dredges.
All the dredges. I'm excited. It is so cool.
You're excited.
Yeah, I know.
I was going to do a brain donors reference there, but I don't know if it was that appropriate.
So jump in TeamSpeak so we can answer questions about Path to Live blog #1, Path to Launch blog #1.
Judge Dredd.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited because it's something that, you know, everyone's been asking about, and we've always been like, I don't know.
I know, for so long we've just been like,
nope, it's happening.
Stamp of confirmed.
It's happening. So I think it's gonna be awesome. I've ran around that area, and it's amazing. Do we have a winner yet? Dun, dun, dun.
Our winner.
Dear my dear.
Dear my dear.
Dear my dear.
Congrats. Dear my dear.
Got a Kulo headset.
The Kulo headset.
Dear my dear has a Kulo. It's a headset. It's on the box.
Got the headset. Did we ever figure out if it meant something in German last week?
I never found out.
It doesn't mean anything, I don't think.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have a German on TeamSpeak to talk to us.
Yeah, maybe.
This is gonna have noise to it, isn't it? Are we muted? Nope, we're good.
It's kind of like how I don't know if you guys talked about this on the show, but you know, like things are named differently in different languages, and it doesn't do well in other countries. Like the Nova in Mexico, the car doesn't sell well because it means no go.
So I did bring a German in just to make sure.
Oh yeah.
I brought Klappstuhl.
Hello.
Okay, so actually the names of the rocket stuff means nothing in German. They're just names.
Okay.
There it is.
Well, thank you for answering our question today.
I'd really like to tell you something else, but yeah, sorry for that.
Well,
okay, so I have one question which is maybe a little bit outdated, but I've experienced quite often this disappearing loot, so despawning loot in the past few weeks. Do you know something about that?
I haven't seen anything about that. That's something, well, what would probably make the most sense at this point is to make sure it's not happening on our internal build, because I don't know how fast we'd be able to patch that into beta right now, because
that's why I guess it's outdated. Okay, so on I've got a second question, which is probably obvious, but I'd still like to ask it. So will there be more equipable customizations for the battle frames, just like the Arsenal stuff, in the near future, or is that even more for the later for the later content?
You're talking about like the visuals?
So that like the reactor, what you were talking about earlier.
Probably late. That's definitely not coming up with this update.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard there's been conversation sparked about it because you know we hear that a lot from you guys. So it's not out of the question, but it's not not planned for this update currently.
Yeah.
No, I'm not asking for this update. I just so near future for me is like, I don't know, the next few months.
It's hard to say what the
Yeah.
near future is right now because we're so focused on
This next
this
update.
this update. It's possible. We do have some stuff concepted. I know that for a fact. I don't know how logistically it'll get fit in, but it's possible. But I can't make any promises for sure. Absolutely can't.
Yeah, it all comes down to timing as well. There's a lot of things we want to do, but we do things in certain orders that make bigger impacts that can affect more players and things like that. And you'll see once we start talking about the content side of this update why that falls into place and why we're doing certain things. So.
Yeah, I can understand that. I don't have all the background information you have, so I
Yeah.
won't be judging.
You will.
So
You will
thank
though.
you very much.
Well, you have a lot of it.
Yeah, we will get those infos, but the question is when will we get it, and we will see how that turns out.
Cool.
So yeah, thank you for having me here. Always a pleasure to talk to you. So I'm gladly looking forward to the next time and to the update.
Awesome.
too.
I am too. Thank you, Clip.
Good to hear from you.
Alrighty. We'll get in. I'm gonna move in Ether Obsidius. Ether Obsidius.
Yo.
Hello? Hello? Sorry, this is on the delay, so I might be,
It's all good.
yeah. Okay, so, you're hearing me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
you probably just want to mute your stream.
Sure, I'm doing that right now.
Cool.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
That's fine.
okay, cool, thanks. Okay, so I got like maybe like 1 or 2 questions to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously it's related towards the blog that's been posted up. One is relating towards the speed of frames in general, because when I read the blog, I noticed that you were talking about frame cores, which packed almost everything from the jetpacks, armor, and speed, everything else. And I'm wondering if that means the speed for the default speed that frames start at has changed.
Yes. It's much faster.
Yeah, because I was wondering, because that was one of my biggest worries and concerns for for new players and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
I think one guy said, one of the vets, he said, this makes me not want to stab myself. When he was running around
There
in
you
stock
go.
and base. Basically, that's basically what he said. It was just like, because I jumped back into, when I was in beta, I jumped on one of my stock frames. I'm like, wow, this is really slow.
Yeah.
And jets are really weak. When you first, like, for a brand new player, when you first land into Copa, which we also did work on the first 5 minutes, the first new user experience too. But when you first get dropped off into Copa, you feel, if like running feels good, you have more energy, you have a lot more mobility than what you're used to in stock now, and that's because that's because we don't have to worry about the ranges for the servos, jump jets, and plating as much anymore. It's all controlled in the core, and we built the control into the gear. So it depends on the rarity of the cores you get or what kind of cores you get, but it's going to.
Looks like you can't see us anymore.
oh, wait. What?
There we go. We're back.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, was I breaking the NDA?
Was I
Sorry.
breaking the NDA? Sorry.
I know. I can still hear you.
Okay. I figured everyone
Okay,
could still
yeah.
hear it.
Yeah, I'm just, the video is on a delay, so it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's
Anyway,
it's way faster now.
It's way faster now.
yeah, I presume that's one of the reasons, like, the speed was one of the reasons why you chose to make the cores,
Mhm.
because it makes balancing out those. I did have another question, if there's room for that.
Shoot.
Because I know that we've been dealing with, the modules and stuff like that. Will any of the things that you were talking about, like the cores or the modules for like upgrading weapons, will those be in any shape or form craftable, or will you just have to go out and search for them?
I think cores might be craftable, but modules you'll have to search for.
I think that's the
Okay.
current. That's a current plan. Some of it's still being iterated on, but we do have a blog about crafting and stuff that we're planning on. So stay tuned for that.
Coming up.
Yep.
But yeah, for modules, we plan on leaving those as loot/rewards strictly. That's the current plan anyway.
Presume that you'll still be able to, in terms of primary weapons and abilities, you'll be able to still craft those and tweak those to certain specifications. And then the modules are sort of like little spice add-ons or something like that.
Well, we have the crafting blog coming out soon. There's a lot in there that's covered in the crafting blog that I don't want to speak to until that's out yet.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I think that sort of deals with the questions that I had on my mind at the moment. So thank you for putting me on.
Cool. Thanks for
coming.
us. All right.
Alrighty. We got Mad Spanish.
Hola.
Do you know Spanish?
Sí, un poquito.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on, Mad Spanish? How you doing?
Hey, hi to all.
So what can we do for you today?
Well, hola. Sorry, because my accent and my English is very poor, so...
No,
That's
No, I
fine.
can
Do your
understand
best,
you.
man. Do your best.
Yeah. Okay, my first question is maybe for Shiva,
Okay.
because like a graphic designer, I think she can understand me.
Yeah.
I can understand you, yeah.
Okay, I like a lot of the environment of the game,
Mm-hmm.
and do you know if in future there will be an option to hide the UI interface? I like to play first person, so I hate when a lot of current activities appear.
Okay, so you want to hide like certain parts of the interface and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. That's more on the UI side. I don't deal with the UI in that way. But actually, next week we have
Oh yeah, Wukash will be here.
someone coming on from the UI team, and they'd be able to give you more information about that. But I do know that one of our UI programmers, Brian Blows, he did a lot of work on making the interface customizable. So you do have the option to go into the options menu, and you can customize things fairly, a good amount built in from what I've seen from other MMOs. It seems like we have a really good free-form way of doing what you want. So you can to an extent, but I think Wukash will have more information on that for you.
Yeah, and check in the Twitch chat too. VoidQ is talking about add-ons as well as Ravrish, Firefall, UI Alpha 001. So there may be some things you can check out right now.
Yeah.
You can do it to take screenshots, I know, for sure.
Yeah, but UI Alpha like hides
Yeah.
everything, including your crosshairs and everything. Actually, it may not hide your health bars, but that's hooked up to Draw UI. But whatever, both work.
Yeah, so sorry I couldn't give you more of a direct answer, but that's all I got.
No, okay, it's great, awesome. Because I like a lot of when the game turned to more immersive.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the other thing is just more than a question, a suggestion. Like a player that was here from the closet beta, I talked with a lot of friends about the beta crystal and the items that you can get from Ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
And my suggestion is if we'll be able to give a prize for the players of the closet beta that will be get the recipe to continue make the crystal to beta crystal and get all of the stuff from Ratchet, like the boxes that sometimes give you melding chambers that right now you can craft it and
No, we don't have any plans to do anything more with the beta crystite vendor right now. That was just a way to get people off of like the old resources. And that was what we were using to migrate them then. But we have no intention, and the beta crystite stuff was supposed to be exclusive for the people that participated all the way back then. But we have no plans to be able to use those items, because then those items will become less special for the people that were able to get them. I understand it's not necessarily a fair thing to do, but that's pretty much the decision that's gone on with that. And we're actually going to be shutting down the vendor probably at launch as well, because it's been out for over a year.
Yeah, it was a way to thank those players who have been testing with us a long time. So, but I can appreciate the notion of, wanting more to have access to it, but kind of keeping it special for them.
Yeah, okay, I understand. So just it's very sad for me because like a lot of friends, I still have beta crystite. I don't have enough to get items from Ratchet and make the collection of all the gliders, and that, but it's okay, I understand. So that's all, yeah. And thank you very much for your time and attention, and have fun.
Thank you.
You too.
Gracias. Tenga un buen día. Adiós.
Gracias, hasta luego.
Oh, you guys.
I'm so happy I get to practice my Spanish more now that I'm down here. Because, I lived in San Diego for 8 years, and I got to practice it every day at work, and then moved up to the Bay Area and got zero practice. So I feel like I've lost everything I've learned.
The only time I've used it is when we went to Rosarito on spring break, and I got an ear infection, so I had to go into a pharmacy and say Malawitos. Is that that ear? I don't know.
Now, Malawi.
Sick ear.
So I was just pointing it. I was like,
What's up, Ravisher?
Ravisher.
Man, I have a ton of questions.
uh-oh.
I hope they're related to the blog.
Pick a couple.
Small, try to be small, okay?
Let's run through them.
Okay, I have a lot of vets on my army, and we're kind of curious what we can do to gear up for this big change as far as gear, amps, resources, perks, leveling, vouchers, melding crystite. Give us some hints.
So leveling, I believe what we're doing is whatever XP you have, lifetime unlocked, it's not going to go by unlocks, but I think it's like lifetime XP is getting converted over and being converted into whatever level it is. The way it's so max levels should still be max levels and stuff like that. And again, that's lifetime XP. A lot of the stuff, so items, I think we said we're not wiping.
Right.
We are going to, we do have a migration plan, how that's exactly going to work. We'll share later on, because we're still hammering out all the details.
Yeah,
there.
we want to make sure that it's done the right way.
Yeah.
The first time, obviously, to get all your gear migrated over to the new system. So we're working on copy for that to put out, whether it's in a blog or an article or something else.
Yeah. So
a lot of the other things you asked as well, we'll be talking about in blogs coming out.
Some of that stuff I can't answer yet, but I'll speak to the items and progression, because that's what we've spoken about so far.
Right.
And yeah, so items we don't have plans to wipe them. And
We are really looking forward to the patch. Thank you guys so much.
Us too.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions about the first blog that we put out? I know a lot in chat are like, ask more questions about the blog. Anything related to progression?
Sure.
Thank you guys very much.
Sure.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ravisher.
Alrighty.
We got time for another?
Yeah, we got time for another. Who's asking for questions about the blog?
Everyone.
Everyone? Okay. I think Darkfaller. Let's try Darkfaller.
Yo.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, okay, good. Now that I'm back again, I do have some good questions.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Sleep's calling for a giveaway. I think he's right.
Oh,
we have to do a
yes.
giveaway after Darkfaller.
I have a question about passives.
Sure.
I did ask about this in the chat. Not chat, in the post forum
Yes.
thing. And I know only you did answer me, but I want to get some more information on it. Are I still going to have them? Because I'm battling with my frame passives.
Currently,
Sorry,
what we're
let me do that.
talking about is we're doing away with passive abilities. The passives, as you know them, we're trying to convert into like innate abilities on weapons or perks, because the perks are also getting balanced. So I'm sorry, Ravager asked about perks last time, and whatever you unlocked. I think we're gonna like if we change whatever the Tiger Claw tier 4 perk is, you're just gonna have that unlocked. But so some perks are getting tweaked, and in some extreme cases removed, and some of the passes will move into perks.
All right. I have another question.
Sure.
Are we gonna have a set limit to how many perks we can use, or
Yeah.
we're still gonna have 10?
We're still limited to 10. That's a current engine limitation. So 10, and then whatever combination of the points. So whichever cap you hit first, your points cap or 10 perks.
Okay, final question. Is
Okay.
Arsenal going, when Arsenal gets up in level, is it going to get more stuff on it, or is it just going to lose stuff?
Put them on a
I don't
treadmill.
want to keep looking like a samurai.
I think all the visual upgrades is like, like more tech is added to their battle frame. Some of them are subtle, some of them like are pretty big exaggerations. So
I think, is that the one that's still being worked on?
Arsenal, I don't know.
Oh no, you said
It's
Is
the
recons.
recons. I know the recons are still being worked on.
yeah. We'll see if we can. We're gonna, like Frank said, we'll put up a poll and see which ones you want to see first, and then we'll show those on Firefall Lives as we go forward.
As long as it's not recon.
As long as it's not, well, I'll
find out when
I'll
that
make sure about the poll, but yeah.
All right, as long as they're not too fat. Thank you.
I don't think the character model's changing. Thank you for calling in.
Giveaway. Which one? What are we giving away now?
We have
Ooh.
keyboard
Oh,
Keyboard. Yep. And then.
and then a combo. So let's do a keyboard. I do want to take one more caller after we're done with the keyboard, and then we'll do the rest of the show.
Yeah. Keyword for the keyboard. Progression.
That's a long word.
Yeah, that is. Blogs.
Blogs.
you're
Blogs.
the worst.
Blogs is the keyword.
Blogs.
And we can let you say that for a while, and we could take the caller if you want.
That for Arsenal.
I was thinking about saying that, Darkfaller. I actually was. I just decided not to.
All right. So while everyone's typing blogs, I'm gonna pull in one more person. Lingy, or is it Lingy? Which one is it?
Yeah, it's Lingy.
Lingy. Yes.
Yo.
What up, dude?
Hi.
Hi.
I heard you have a good question.
Actually, I have several good questions.
Uh-oh.
Or at least I think they're good questions.
All right.
All right, so...
I know he didn't. No.
Yes, hi, bro. So, yeah, special guest, my brother, Dear Rainy, or Twilight Sparkle. Anyways, whatever. So, I've noticed now that in the blog that it was posted that maximum deployable count. Does this apply to all deployables? Are we going to see at one point that possibly an Electron can decide, hey, I want 4 overclocking stations, so I could be like, overclocking station, overclocking station, overclocking station, overclocking station. So much power! And I don't know. I'm curious because I love my heavy turret to death, and this has been something that has always driven me mad because I'm more of an Electron player. I'm more of a base engineer player. I've always hated the Bastion because I like heavy turrets over multi-turrets.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to be able to see heavy turrets increased?
We'll have to test that out. I think it might only work on items we flag that can be that can have a multiple deployables. So far the only ability that does that is multi-turret.
Mm-hmm.
Sad face.
Yeah, I know. But
Never say never, though.
imagine how useless multi-turret would be if you could have 3 heavy turrets.
I was so looking forward to just saying, hey, I've got a quick deploy shield here and here and here and here.
That would be neat for some of them, but yeah, I think it's still only going to work for items. I haven't tested it honestly myself, but I think it's only going to work for items that can deploy multiple things already.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it was going to be that way, but for everybody else that was wondering the same thing, you know, I had to ask.
Absolutely. Let's pick a winner real quick, and then we'll get to your next question.
Winner.
Okay.
And someone asked if capitals mattered. It doesn't. It just picks up if you type BLOGS.
No, we're not Linux. We're not case sensitive.
Dagron 1-1.
I think it was.
It went by really fast.
I think it was Dagron.
Dagron
Dagron 1.
Dagron
Congrats.
1.
Hey.
Dagron
Keyboard
1-1.
Iskew. Rocket.
Yes.
To you.
Rock outs.
We still got another giveaway.
We have the combo.
The combo.
We totally
the
forgot to play
keyboard, the headset, the mouse, and the mouse pad.
the mouse pad's the
Coming
biggest
up.
piece in there.
Stay tuned.
Nice. Lingy, you had another question. I know.
Yes. Well, I've always been curious about if jump jet behavior was ever going to, if there were going to be multiple ways to affect jump jet behavior. And I noticed now that jump jet, along with servos and I forget what else, is all going into the Battleframe core now. I'm still wondering, is there going to be possibly in the future any way to actually modify jump jet behavior, like more vertical thrust, more horizontal thrust, even ground skating, things like that?
There's no current plans for stuff like that. So jump jets, I mean, all we're talking about is like probably energy pool. I think there may be thrust, maybe. We'll have to check on that. Air sprint speed is the other one where it's like you can shift and move, like that helps you dodge more.
Right.
And the idea with the cores too is so that it's actually kind of doing what mass plating and servos were meant to do in the first place, where it's like, which one do you pick, like more? Like you get that out of the core, right? So you want the high health, you pick the core with plus health. You want the fast sprinting speed, well, you get the core with sprint speed. And I think all the cores have additional health on them. It's just that the plus health have that much more health on them.
And there's hybrid cores.
There are hybrid cores that affect both at the same time, but to a lesser degree. So you can't have like massive health and massive sprint speed. It's like, you know, tone it down. Like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I've had that question for a long time, but I never got to ask it. Anyways, I don't really have any other questions unless the drain beam's coming back, but I won't. Nah, not really.
I'm asking for it.
Frank wants it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
You know, more weapons is something, you know, it's a discussion that's being brought up. So,
All right. Well,
definitely not this update,
more.
but it's being it's being brought up internally. So.
Right. All right. Well, I won't take any more of your time, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, thanks for stopping by anytime.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I think we're probably going to wind up running a little late, but let's hit it. We'll do. We'll start this out with whose favorite segment should this be? Juan Valdez.
Juan
Do you even
Valdez.
art, bro? In the spirit of coffee. Juan Valdez.
Do you even art, bro?
He's got a donkey in your closet. So this week we're doing. So Brandon posted a fan art challenge a while ago.
Yep.
And this week we're taking all those entries at once and we're popping them into Do You and Art Bro. So this is like the mega edition of Do You and Art Bro.
And the background or the topic was to make fan art of your character.
Yes.
That was this topic, I guess.
Yes.
Subject.
Some of our images didn't work, so but we will have them on the recap. So the first one we have is Macchiato, I believe.
Yep.
Macchiato.
Biotech.
Yes, that's Macchiato. Next up, we have Squeakin' Orca.
Ooh.
Very nicely done. I think Squeakin's the chosen.
Nice.
Very, very cool. Next up, we have Just to Choose one of the ones that didn't work. This is Extra Soda. So, very nicely done. Man, you guys are good. I can never do this stuff.
I'm so impressed. I need to enter more.
Next up, we have Brand Twitch.
What
I
is
called it
that?
Brand Twitch.
I look bald. And also, they recreated my chin because I have, in that picture, I'm eating cereal. I'm eating bran flakes.
Cannibal.
Scary. I'm scarred.
Then we have Funi. We can't have an art competition without Funi entering it.
Naturally.
Love it. That's the
Funelectron.
Alamis Nello.
Ooh.
Nice. I can't. You guys draw way better than I do. 100%. I think next up we have Blackfires. Yep.
Yay, pew, pew, pew.
I love the pew pew pew. Amazing.
art.
Next up we have one by Legend 57, another epic.
Awesome.
Do you have an art bro contestant? Uziel has also made an entry here. This is Uziel's.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I really like what he did there.
Yeah.
Really nice. Surgeon. Yeah.
I love the use of the negative space with the emissives coming through. It's really, really a great idea.
Yeah. That's +1 for Sarah. Next up is Dr. Ross. This is really good too. I mean, it's simple, but still really done like very well, nice and clean.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, we have Fitbit,
Wow.
which I want to vote for everybody.
That's
Yeah,
my
pretty
bit.
much.
It is. That's why I don't do it, but I want to. So we have another entry, and you're not allowed to vote for this because he asked us not to.
Okay.
Because he wants to. I think
Oh,
he's
right.
submitting a better submission for Do You an Art Bro for later. He came in second place last year. We have Chaos Eaters.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
This guy, Chaos Eater, you got game. I love, love, love your art. That is awesome. We're not allowed to vote for that one. But I still wanted to show it because he needs, we can't not show this.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Very nice.
So, Sarah.
One for everybody. And I'm going to have to go with the creative use of negative space with the emissives.
So, Surgeons.
Yep.
I believe
Surgeons.
And that was mine too.
You're going with Surgeon?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I have to vote Legend 57.
That was really good too.
Legend 57 was, he did so well. It was very clean, really nice looking. Darkfaller's saying pew pew.
And the one that didn't work was Just Choose, but it was
Just to choose, it was her character dead, like
yeah,
on the
the
dump truck
launcher
screen.
Yeah, the dump truck screen.
Which was really funny.
Yeah.
The other one that I didn't get up there was Night Assassins, which was just a blank screen. He's like the ninja.
Yeah, I emailed Brandon. I was like,
Is that one not showing?
This one isn't working for me. Oh, that's
Intended.
the point.
This here by Legend 57 right there is.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
He did so well with that.
Super amazing. And even the very last one with the, I'm forgetting everybody's.
Oh,
tags.
Fitmits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that was very good. That's a close second for me.
Yeah.
That's a close second for me. Very
Everyone
good.
did great. We'll have the next fan art challenge up next week with another subject. So we hope you choose to participate again, and you'll see your stuff in Firefall Live.
Yep. So now I believe so. Surgeon wins. The Surgeon, that means Surgeon goes on for the June vote, and the person that wins in June wins 80 red beans and gets the chance to compete against the other winners of the other monthly winners for the grand prize at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Which I think we're going to do in a bracketed another bracketed style, just like last year. I think that worked out really well. So before we do our mega combo giveaway, we're gonna do this kind of new thing, maybe.
Segment.
New segment. We'll see. We'll see how this works out. We'll see how long Soup wants to keep doing it.
Yeah. It's dependent on Soup.
It's totally dependent on Soup. I'm not going to do this. But every week now we're showing off new creatures that you'll see in new areas. And so this week we showed this silhouette. Guess that fow. You got to guess that fow.
Guess that fow.
This is the segment. Guess that fow. Soup's guess is this. Nope.
So close.
That's what Soup guessed.
5.0.
So Soup's fow 5.0.
I like it. I'd be
He was
afraid.
close. This is our This is the creature we're showing off.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
good.
goodness.
And
Stride
you have
Viper.
to see it in motion. It's incredible. Not only did they really get the legs, the rhythm of the legs, but it's also winding like a snake
Yeah,
does.
it's
Like
so
I was
freaking
talking
cool.
to Lucas, one of our animators, our lead animator, right?
Yeah, he's our lead animator. Yeah.
And he was saying that it took so much time to get that just right, and it really shows. It's
It paid
awesome.
off. The
Yeah.
Stride Viper
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah. I
think-
this is just concept art.
Yeah, this is just
So-
concept art. You know what's funny is we do have the model. We can show that too.
Oh yeah.
But oh, excuse me. Yeah, and I believe it does slither up walls and stuff.
it's so
Oh, right.
cool,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's gigantic.
and that's the thing is I think because some of the people that were playing over the weekend they were like, okay, I was running away from it and it's chasing me. But then when you get a good distance away, it hits its sprint, and that's when it like kind of hits the ground and starts doing the slither thing.
So
It's
amazing.
And it's
Amazing.
terrifying. This guy is
I would not want to run into it in
Yeah.
real life. I will say that.
so he's a pretty or he or she it is a really cool creature, and that's guess that foul.
Yes, the
The
creature
The Stride
team,
Viper.
the creature team in general has been killing it this
Yes.
sprint. They have done so many.
Yeah, I gotta say, well, not only that with like the art and like the different creatures we've been getting, but I think Adrian's been doing a really good job with taking these creatures and doing like cool abilities with them, as opposed
Yeah.
to just like, you know, making more melee attacks and stuff like that.
Right.
He's you know, I think he's doing a lot of
They all
good
have
good stuff
unique
there.
experiences, which is so nice.
Yeah. I think someone on the forums mentioned like they were worried that this was a brine worm reskin. It doesn't act like the
No.
brine worm at all. It's very different. So yeah, it's not a worm at all. We do have worms, and so that's guess that foul.
Yay!
Stride Viper. Guess that foul. It'd be cool if we could do that in between. So and last but not least, one of my favorite segments. We post a picture on Facebook every week.
Yeah.
And I really, really love the comments that come in. It's like I say it every week. It's like I enjoy so much going through the comments. This week we took a picture of Paul Hatfield, our one of our QA guys, or you might know him on the in game as Huge Jacked Man. So this is the picture we took of Paul here with his first
Oh.
caption. See, I do have friends. That was his wallpaper for the longest time. It's no longer his wallpaper now, I think. But I was just like, can we please get your wallpaper back
Oh,
up?
that's so creepy.
And those are the pictures of all his friends at work. You see Christian, Chapman, April, Bobby,
Oh, I'm not on there? Thanks.
Carl,
I see how it is,
Roman.
Paul. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not on there.
Love you too.
The other Sarah's on there.
Oh.
I've been trumped by the other Sarah. Now we must fight to the death. There can only be one.
Next caption we have, someone said, give that poor guy 2 same-size monitors. You can see he's suffering.
I don't think anybody has two of the same size monitors.
Mine's different.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
everybody,
Yeah.
for the most part, has 2 different size monitors.
Well, Jerry's monitors, and he's got 3 of them, and they're all the same size.
Fancy.
Mine fits just perfect with my email, Twitter, and my chats. Like, it's perfect.
Mine just has, mine's perfect with my 50 tabs of Chrome open here, 60 tabs Chrome open in there.
I wasn't gonna put you on the spot about the tabs, but I'm like, how do you?
I don't know. I don't know how that
drives
happens.
me
But I'm just
nuts.
like, I need a new tab.
No.
And I don't even use bookmarks too. It's just like, I just need a new tab for this. Like, and then you just look up and you're like, why are there 120 tabs here?
I don't
Just
even know
move
how you
these
do
ones
that.
here. That's better. Doesn't do anything. Like,
If I get more than 4 tabs, I'm like, okay, time to close the browser and start over. Can't do it.
I do that too, though. It's like I'll go through the tabs one by one and I'll start closing them one by one and be like, oh, I still need these
all
ones.
tabs to the right.
Yeah, I still need all these ones. But I never go back and look at them. Anyways, next caption is, I pretend to love them so they don't hate me for pointing out all their mistakes.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, the life of QA.
That is good.
Actually, it's just the opposite. They love when you point out mistakes, when you point out bugs and find bugs, because they're like, oh my gosh, I can fix that.
Well, sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I don't want to fix this, but I have to.
Do they got you fixing collision yet?
No, not yet. It's
I heard that's
coming.
terrible.
It's coming.
Because you can still fall through some of the roofs and dredge.
Yeah.
There's just 0 collision on those buildings. Next up, we have, they don't always like it when I take their pictures, but they'll learn to love it. Next, you could say this is my chosen list.
Ooh.
Chosen.
Chosen. Next up, we have Dexter is my dad. There were a lot of Dexter jokes in there, like, or creeper slash, like, complete psycho comments. It was like, I can't do that to poor Paul. And last, we have gotta collect them all.
Da. Nice.
So that's captioned this. There were a lot more comments. You know, look at those pictures. We'll try and get some behind the scenes shots, and we want you to caption them. My favorites are when they use the environment around.
Yeah. Find things that we don't even spot.
Yeah, find things that you didn't, like, we didn't even realize was in the picture until we read the comment. Like, oh my God, that's so funny. Like,
Yeah.
So let's caption this. Follow us on Facebook, or like us on Facebook, rather. You follow on Twitter. Getting my social media all mixed up. Subscribe to this channel for updates. We do Firefall Live every week, and we're going to be talking about the new stuff all the way up to launch.
Yep.
So this is Path to Launch episode 1, I called it.
Yeah, perfect. Next Path to Launch blog out next week.
Yep.
Please, when you come into TeamSpeak, have some really cool questions about it. We know there's a lot of questions being asked in the forums, but if you have additional, come on TeamSpeak, chat with us during Copa Call-in. We'd love to answer them.
And we'll still answer. Yeah, we'll still answer your questions on the forums. And if you want us to clarify further, or I miscommunicated something, which happens all the time, then because I always seem to talk about something like assuming that they knew what I was talking about, and it's like, no, that's bad.
Well, when you're so close to something, it's hard to kind of step back from it and think, oh, how are they viewing this?
So if you need more clarification on things, hop on the show or try to get on the show. Or you can even ask us random questions, but
tweet us.
Tweet us.
We got Skadu now, going to be running the Twitter account.
That's right.
So
it's big news.
Yeah,
it's big for him.
Combo giveaway.
Oh yeah.
We do have a combo giveaway.
Combo giveaway. Final giveaway, you ask, Death's Keeper, is right now.
Combo giveaway for the mouse, keyboard, headset, mouse pad. Type what your keyword should be in chat, and we'll pick a keyword from there, and we'll pick a winner.
When do we get an Aries to the Arclight?
Wait, have we picked a?
No, they're gonna type a keyword: combo,
Missed
cookies,
it.
Moobot, Pez, Norway, Give Me, Foul, Bongos. Interesting. Hue. Foul. There's a lot of foul. Foul. FAU together. I think that's the only way it'll pick it up if you put it together. Foul. Put that in. We'll have the recap up later today with all the images from today's show.
And the video.
The sneak peek of Dredge. So take a look at that.
Also, don't forget we have the community event that we're doing this week.
Yes.
Brandon's going to be doing later today for the Australians with the LGV and the racing. I got tomorrow at noon Pacific. That's, I think, 1900 GMT.
Yep. Oh no, yeah, 1900 GMT.
1900 GMT, and that will be that block. And then Josh has 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern, I think.
No, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. All the details are stickied in the general discussion forum at the top. Check that out. Please join us. We'll tweet about it before the event goes live each time slot as well. So you can follow us on Twitter and get updated.
Yep.
All right. We got a winner for Foul.
Do we have a
for the combo, these amazing, awesome gear.
Do we have a Foul? Foul.
All right. Oh, it's going so fast.
JR.
Junior Celsius.
Celsius
nice.
wins.
Congrats. This is some
Celsius got the whole rocket combo.
Yeah, and this is pretty
some pretty awesome stuff.
Yeah. It's not cheap, which is great. I mean, it's really good quality.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
Congrats on that. Enjoy this gear. We'll get it out to you soon. We'll be messaging all of our winners through Twitch later today to collect addresses and get it shipped on out.
Sweet. All right.
Awesome.
Well, I guess that's our show.
Wow, it went by fast.
It went really fast. I wanted to get more callers in, but I think as the weeks go by, we're probably gonna do a lot more Q&A. Next week we're gonna have Wukash on. He's our UX designer.
UI UX.
UI UX designer. Same thing. So hopefully I'll talk to him about showing some concepts of new UIs that you can expect and stuff like that. Path to Launch 2 on Tuesday. So look to that. That's going to be another, more bombs dropping. And right after this, AFG Cast, twitch.tv/AFG Cast. And have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye. Thanks for joining us.
Use the rocket-engineered per-key lighting to illuminate your key bindings. Easy Shift becomes Easy Keyboard. Over 500 programmable macros and 3 thumbster keys. Fueled by up to 2 32-bit ARM Cortex processors and a powerful 2 megabytes of flash memory. The Rocket Rios Mechanical Gaming Keyboard Series.